What if the secret to your best night's sleep wasn't in a pill, but on your plate? Most of us focus solely on calories, but we ignore the most powerful variable, timing. Your body operates on a master clock that dictates when you burn fat, when you build muscle, and when you repair your brain. By aligning your food with this internal rhythm, you can unlock a level of energy you never thought possible. Welcome to the Circadian Plate Challenge, a journey into the science of eating with the sun. Let's change the way you look at nutrition forever. In this series, we're going beyond basic meal prep to master the art of chrononutrition. You're going to learn how to manipulate macronutrients and food temperatures to optimize your hormonal release. We will walk through a full day of eating, showing you exactly what to prepare and why. From the high-protein fuels of the morning to the cooling, sleep-inducing dinners of the evening. This isn't just about weight loss, it's about biological synchronization. Get ready to transform your kitchen into a laboratory for health and vitality. Our journey begins at dawn, the moment your internal clock resets for the day. As soon as light hits your eyes, your body begins a surge of cortisol to get you moving. To support this natural peak, your first meal needs to be strategic. We want to avoid heavy sugars that cause an insulin spike and subsequent crash. Instead, we focus on high-quality proteins and healthy fats. This combination provides steady fuel for your brain without disrupting the morning's hormonal momentum. Think of this as the foundation upon which your entire day's energy is built. For our morning circadian plate, we are preparing a savory breakfast power bowl. We start with a base of sautéed spinach and kale, providing the magnesium your body needs to manage stress. On top, we add 2 organic eggs and half an avocado for those essential healthy fats. Notice the temperature here. We want this meal to be warm. Warm food in the morning gently wakes up the digestive system, increasing blood flow to the gut. This thermal effect complements the body's rising core temperature during the early hours of the day. Protein is the key player here because it provides the amino acids necessary for neurotransmitter production. L-tyrosine, found in eggs and lean meats, is a precursor to dopamine, which keeps you focused and motivated throughout your morning tasks. By keeping carbohydrates low in this first meal, we allow the body to continue tapping into fat stores for energy. This metabolic flexibility is a hallmark of a healthy circadian rhythm. You'll notice a distinct lack of brain fog when you shift away from a high-carb breakfast. It's about clarity and sustained power. As we move toward the middle of the day, our focus shifts. The sun is at its highest, and your metabolic rate is peaking. This is the optimal time to consume your largest meal of the day. Your body is now primed to handle a mix of all 3 macronutrients efficiently. We want to incorporate complex carbohydrates now to provide fuel for your afternoon activities. However, we still want to maintain a balance to prevent that dreaded 3 p.m. slump. Lunch should be substantial but clean, acting as the bridge between your high-energy morning and your wind-down evening. The midday circadian plate features grilled wild-caught salmon, roasted sweet potatoes, and a massive rainbow salad. The salmon provides omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for reducing systemic inflammation and supporting cognitive function. The sweet potatoes offer slow-releasing glucose, keeping your blood sugar stable for several hours. We keep the temperature of this meal moderate, not too hot, but not cold either. This balanced thermal profile mirrors the steady plateau of your body's daily temperature cycle. It's all about maintaining the rhythm we established at breakfast. During this midday phase, your digestion is at its strongest due to high enzyme activity. This means you can tolerate more fiber-rich vegetables and denser proteins. Notice how we are layering colors in our salad: purples, reds, and deep greens. These colors represent different phytonutrients that protect your cells from oxidative stress. When you eat a diverse range of colors at lunch, you're providing the raw materials your body needs for repair. It's not just a meal, it's a biological toolkit for your afternoon. Consistency here prevents the late-day cravings that often derail our health goals. Now, let's talk about the late afternoon bridge. Around 4 p.m., many people experience a drop in energy and reach for caffeine or sugar. In the Circadian Plate Challenge, we use this time to signal the body that evening is approaching. We want to avoid heavy snacks and instead focus on light hydration and cooling elements. A green tea or a small handful of walnuts can provide just enough of a boost without disrupting your sleep later. This is a transition period where we begin to lower the intensity of our intake. We are preparing the ground for the rest and digest phase. The transition into evening is where most people make their biggest nutritional mistakes. Traditional dinners are often too heavy in protein and too hot in temperature, which can keep your core temperature high. To fall asleep, your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 degrees. Therefore, our evening circadian plate focuses on cooling foods and specific amino acids. We are looking for precursors to melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. By eating for melatonin, you're essentially preloading your body for a deep, restorative night. Our dinner prep consists of a chilled lentil salad with cucumber, mint, and a touch of goat cheese. Lentils are an excellent source of complex carbs and fiber, which help transport tryptophan into the brain. Tryptophan is the building block of serotonin, which then converts into melatonin. By choosing a chilled or room temperature meal, we aren't adding extra thermal energy to the body. This helps the natural cooling process required for sleep onset. It's a subtle shift that makes a massive difference in how quickly you drift off and the quality of your REM cycles. The timing of this final meal is just as important as the content. We recommend finishing your circadian plate at least 3 hours before bed. This allows your digestive system to finish its heavy lifting so it can focus on cellular repair during the night. If you eat too late, your body has to divert energy to digestion instead of deep sleep. This results in that groggy feeling the next morning, regardless of how many hours you slept. By closing the kitchen early, you're respecting the biological boundary between active and rest modes. Let's dive deeper into the science of food temperature, a forgotten aspect of nutrition. In the morning, warm foods like oatmeal or eggs stimulate the agni, or digestive fire, as it's known in ancient traditions. This correlates with the modern understanding of thermogenesis and metabolic startup. In contrast, evening foods should be neutral or cooling. Raw vegetables, fruits, and lighter proteins are perfect. This thermal cycling helps regulate your body's circadian thermoregulation. When your plate matches your body's internal thermostat, every biological process runs more smoothly and efficiently. Meal prepping for the Circadian Plate Challenge might seem complex, but it's all about the assembly. Dedicate 2 hours on your prep day to roast your midday carbs and prep your morning proteins. Wash and chop your evening greens so they are ready to be eaten cold. Store your meals in glass containers to maintain freshness and avoid chemical leaching. When you have your circadian-aligned meals ready to go, you eliminate the decision fatigue that leads to poor food choices. It's about setting yourself up for success before the week even begins. Let's look at a typical morning prep routine. We're hard-boiling eggs and portioning out servings of smoked salmon and avocado. These are quick, grab-and-go morning circadian plates for those busy weekdays. We also prep overnight protein oats, but we heat them up in the morning. Even if the prep is cold, the consumption should be warm to spark that morning metabolism. Having these high-protein options ready means you won't reach for a sugary cereal or a pastry when you're in a rush. You're maintaining the hormonal integrity of your morning. For our midday prep, we're roasting a big batch of chicken thighs and a tray of root vegetables. Root vegetables like carrots, parsnips, and beets are grounding and provide the perfect glucose load for the afternoon. We also prepare a giant batch of circadian dressing, a mix of apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and turmeric. Turmeric is a powerful anti-inflammatory that supports your body's midday peak. This prep ensures your largest meal is nutrient-dense and satisfying. It's the engine that powers your afternoon productivity and prevents that late-day burnout. Evening prep is all about the cool and calm bowl. We prep quinoa, which is technically a seed and high in magnesium. We also chop plenty of cucumber, celery, and radishes. These high water content vegetables help with hydration before the long overnight fast. We add a few pumpkin seeds to every evening container, as they are one of the best sources of zinc and tryptophan. Having these cooling ingredients prepped means you can assemble a sleep-inducing dinner in under 5 minutes. It's the ultimate way to signal to your brain that the day is successfully winding down. Now let's talk about the hormonal why. Why does this matter so much? Your body has two main modes: anabolic, building, and catabolic, breaking down. During the day, you want to be in a balanced anabolic state, fueled by your morning and midday plates. At night, you want to enter a catabolic state, where your body cleans up damaged cells, a process called autophagy. If you eat the wrong foods at the wrong time, you stay in a perpetual state of growth and never get the chance to clean. This leads to aging and chronic disease. The circadian plate facilitates this vital cleanup. Another critical factor is your gut microbiome. Just like you, the bacteria in your gut have their own circadian rhythms. Some bacteria are more active during the day, helping you break down carbohydrates and fats. Others are active at night, maintaining the lining of your gut. By eating in alignment with these rhythms, you support a diverse and healthy microbiome. This leads to better digestion, clearer skin, and a stronger immune system. Your gut is often called the second brain, and the circadian plate is the primary way to keep that brain happy and functional. Let's address the coffee question. Many people start their day with caffeine on an empty stomach. In the Circadian Plate Challenge, we suggest waiting at least 90 minutes after waking before your first cup. This allows your natural cortisol levels to peak and begin their descent. If you drink coffee too early, you override this natural process and create a dependency that leads to afternoon crashes. When you finally do have your coffee, try pairing it with your high-protein breakfast. This slows the absorption of caffeine and prevents the jitters. It's all about working with your biology, not against it. Hydration is another key component of our challenge. Throughout the morning and afternoon, we focus on active hydration, water with a pinch of sea salt and lemon. This provides electrolytes that support nerve conduction and muscle function. As evening approaches, we switch to passive hydration, calming herbal teas like chamomile or lemon balm. These teas contain compounds that bind to GABA receptors in the brain, inducing a state of relaxation. By matching your beverage to the time of day, you reinforce the signals you're sending with your plate. It's a holistic approach to rhythm. What happens if you fall off the challenge? Life happens. Late-night dinners with friends or missed meal preps are part of the journey. The key is not to stress, as stress itself is a major circadian disruptor. If you have a late, heavy meal, simply extend your fast the next morning and start your circadian plate at lunch. Your body is incredibly resilient and will snap back into its rhythm as soon as you give it the right cues. The goal is consistency over perfection. Every meal is a new opportunity to realign your clock and support your hormones. One of the most immediate benefits you'll notice is a change in your energy architecture. Instead of peaks and valleys, you'll experience a steady, reliable flow of power. This isn't just physical energy, it's mental clarity. When your brain isn't busy managing blood sugar swings, it can focus on deep work and creativity. Many participants in the Circadian Plate Challenge report that their most productive hours shift to earlier in the day, mirroring the morning cortisol peak. You're finally working with the current of your biology, rather than swimming against it. Let's recap the macronutrient shifts. Morning, high protein, high fat, low carb. Midday, balanced protein, balanced carb, balanced fat. Evening, moderate protein, high complex carb, low fat. This macro mapping follows the body's insulin sensitivity. You are most insulin sensitive in the morning and midday, and least sensitive in the evening. By placing your carbs in the window where you can process them best, you prevent fat storage and promote stable health. It's a simple shift in proportions that yields massive results for your body composition. We must also consider the role of light while you eat. If possible, eat your morning and midday meals in natural sunlight. Light entering your eyes while you digest further reinforces the circadian signal to your brain. In the evening, dim the lights or use amber-colored bulbs as you eat your cooling dinner. This creates a sensory environment that matches the nutritional signals you're sending. Your body is a symphony of signals, and when the light, the food, and the timing all harmonize, the music of your health is truly beautiful. As you continue with this challenge, pay attention to your hunger cues. You may find that you're less hungry in the evening as your body becomes more efficient at using the fuel from earlier in the day. This is a sign that your leptin and ghrelin, your hunger hormones, are coming back into balance. Chronic late-night snacking is often a sign of circadian disruption. Once you fix the rhythm, the cravings often vanish on their own. You're not just changing what you eat, you're changing how your brain perceives hunger and satisfaction. It's a total metabolic reboot. The circadian plate is more than a meal plan. It's a lifestyle of respect for your biological heritage. Our ancestors didn't have artificial lights or 24-hour grocery stores. They ate by the rhythms of nature. By bringing this ancient wisdom into our modern kitchens, we can bridge the gap between our technology and our biology. This challenge is about reclaiming your health by honoring the cycles that have governed human life for millennia. It's a powerful act of self-care that pays dividends in every area of your life, from your mood to your longevity. Over the next few weeks, I want you to document how you feel. Track your sleep quality, your morning alertness, and your afternoon focus. You'll likely find that the circadian plate becomes second nature. The recipes we've shared today are just the beginning. Feel free to experiment within the framework. As long as you follow the temperature and macronutrient guidelines for each time of day, the possibilities are endless. This is your journey to mastering your own biology. Stay curious, stay consistent, and listen to the signals your body is giving you. We've walked through the science, the prep, and the implementation of the Circadian Plate Challenge. From the warming, protein-rich mornings to the cooling, carb-focused evenings, you now have the tools to synchronize your nutrition with your life. Remember, health isn't about restriction, it's about alignment. When you give your body what it needs at the time it needs it, it will reward you with vitality and resilience. Take this knowledge and turn it into action. Your kitchen is ready, your clock is set, and your body is waiting to thrive. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the Circadian Plate Challenge. If you're ready to take the leap, let me know in the comments which part of this routine you're most excited to try. We have so much more content coming your way to help you optimize every aspect of your health. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Together, we can unlock the true potential of our bodies through the power of the plate. Until next time, eat well, sleep well, and live in rhythm. See you in the next video.